All right, everybody. I'm here with Davis from Flavre Springs.
What's up?
We just had our show. So I wanted to ask you, a couple questions, quick stuff. But the first one, what is Flavre Springs to you?
Flavre Springs to me, and I'm sure I can almost speak for the rest of the gang, it's about bringing the community together. It's about, people coming out of the house, meeting together over music that they can all bond over, and sort of a little different style than your, average genres. More electronic in the hip-hop realm, but most definitely it's about bringing people together and putting on good shows and, just creating a vibe.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Flavre Springs has been killing it for a long time. I was someone who was watching you guys do your thing. I'm really glad I got to, connect with you guys and see how it goes. Next quick thing I kind of wanted to ask you is, in terms of production, what's kind of your inspiration in terms of production? We can do something quick, but what is your kind of go-to before you make a beat? What are you sitting down and what's in your head before you sit down and make a beat?
Well, first off, I just want to reciprocate that emotion. We appreciate you, Kenji, and the Supraliminal family for having us on and everything. We appreciate that. But yeah, as far as producing goes, I've been doing it for, I want to say 8 to 9 years now.
Yeah.
And my biggest inspirations, obviously, in the electronic realm, Sam Gellatry. He's been a great...
The GOAT.
Yeah.
One of the GOATs.
He's one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
Obviously, Selection, he was intertwined with that for a long part of his career. Mr. Carmack, all those OGs. And on the newer side of things, I would definitely say Dillip and Lucid Monday.
Bro, Dillip? Crazy.
One of my favorite, probably,
drums,
if not
right?
my most favorite.
Yeah,
anyways,
drums.
In terms of how I go, you asked about how I go about producing and everything. Yeah. I generally will find sort of motivation at different times and kind of have an idea, and I'll try to follow that up on Ableton,
Yeah. I'm an Ableton guy too, so I feel you.
I'll try to follow that up, through Ableton and just kind of get my idea on paper and start to work with it, come up with a beat or a melody that can intertwine well, and yeah.
Nowadays, are you doing mostly sampling? Are you doing a lot of stuff like keys? Or is it kind of like a mix?
So I mostly don't do sampling because I do love sampling and I have no problem with sampling.
Yeah.
But I feel like for me, developing my own MIDI patterns, melodies, harmonies, all that stuff.
Kind of all you.
Creates more of a fulfilling feeling in my songs almost.
Oh yeah, knowing that's all you.
Yeah,
that's all
you. So I try to go that path, but of course I sample like crazy. My drums are mostly sampled.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Again, this is Davis from Flavre Springs.
What's up?
We're gonna have some more guests. He's gonna have his own episode, but this is a little short thing. But let everyone know where they can find you.
You can find me on SoundCloud. I'm mainly a SoundCloud guy because SoundCloud is a great
OG
platform
shit.
for up and comers. Davisn't, Davisn.
It'll be in the
apostrophe T.
It'll be in the bio, or in the description. Sorry, it'll be there, so you'll be able to find his channel. And dude, thank you so much.
Yeah,
appreciate you, bro.
Hopefully you find me on Spotify in the future.
Oh yeah, you'll find them. All right, everybody. I'm here with Flavre Springs, Peanut Butter Moodn. We're finishing up our night. We had a great time. I guess finishing up our day. It's turning in tonight. Yeah, it's turning in tonight.
We're not going to get the nice sunset.
Yeah.
But
it's nice, though. We got the golden hour.
Golden hour.
It's nice.
Beautiful day out here in Michigan.
It was.
Absolutely. Not a cloud. Well, a couple clouds.
Yeah. But shouts out Peanut Butter Moodn. He really helped us find this beautiful spot. You guys will see the video, once it's out.
Yes, sir.
But let's get to what I really wanted to ask you. And I wanted to ask your crew, what is Flavre Springs to you? You can put it in some words.
Flavre Springs in words is it's just a group of homies, basically. Just a group of friends. We basically grew up together. went to elementary school, middle school, high school together. We all live in Sabre Springs, like in Central County.
Is that the Springs?
That's where the name comes from. Yeah. We're like, how can we incorporate like where we grew up into the name or whatever? It's like,
I didn't know.
Flavor. Okay, Flavre Springs.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we're just a group of friends. We've been hanging out, like going to concerts and festivals for, I don't know. It feels like, more than like a decade now.
Yeah, it's been about. We're getting older, bro.
Yeah.
Getting about a
getting older.
decade.
But yeah, we just realized, after like high school and college, we all had the same taste in music. We wanted to kind of do more with that. Explore getting into like DJing music, producing music, and being able to like also put our community on. There's so much talent here in San Diego too, so we also wanted to tap into that community a little bit more.
So Flavre Springs to you is it's a community. It's your friends. Like that's how it started. It's organic. It's very organic. I love that. We really need more of that in this type of scene. We've talked about it off camera. Is just having a community of people that are really with the shit.
Exactly.
Want to do the music. I do want to segue and kind of ask in terms of DJing. What is your kind of thought process of curating a set? How are you approaching, these types of sounds?
Oh man, that's a good question. I really want to kind of dig into my like deep cuts in my playlists, and like I guess one of the big reasons I got into DJing in the first place is I wanted to kind of make the like more underground, like kind of SoundCloudy, selection-y
like
type
the
music.
flips, right?
Yeah, more of that. More of that like super soulful, like hip hop, future beats type of music. I wanted to like spread that as much as I could. So I want to get a good amount of that stuff in whatever set I play. But also you got to take into account, like where you're playing, who your audience is. Also like stay relevant with like, whatever is popping at the time, as long as you fuck with it at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. No, I totally feel that.
It's just whatever flows at that point.
And what is, if you could tell the people that are watching, what's something that's inspiring you right now? Maybe it's a genre, maybe it's an artist. What's something that you're, what's a better question? What are you putting on when you get in the car and feeling inspired? What are you putting
man, dude, honestly, just like my release radar on Spotify, like there's just so much shit that's so much
fire sometimes.
Yeah,
dude.
so much good new music is like blowing up right now. Like pop is in like a really good place with Doja Cat and like Charlie and like all that shit, but also like Selection is fucking huge now, and everything they're spinning and everybody they're putting on is insane, and I just feel like even like the popular music right now is like in a really good spot.
I agree.
And it's
you remember like 10 years ago, like when you would listen to pop music and you'd hear the beats and you're like, man, these are ass.
This is like the top 40 shit. It's like I never.
But nowadays you hear like top music and you're like, yeah, these beats are
that's
fire.
Yeah, and then you look at the producer credits on Spotify and it's like the people that used to just be like dropping SoundCloud remixes like 10 years ago.
I agree.
And it's like all those dudes are getting their flowers now. Like fucking all the like Lucky Me like label people like Hudmo, Cashmere Cat, also all the Selection dudes. Like it's awesome how far they've come, and it's
so we can tell anyone that's watching, where can we find you on socials?
I am at Peanut Butter Moodn on Instagram, at Moodn on SoundCloud, Twitter, and then you can just find us Flavre Springs anywhere.
Yeah, everything will be linked.
Platforms.
Everything will be linked in the description. Make sure you're giving Miles a follow. Thank you.
Yes, sir. More to come from Flavre Springs. Thank you guys, Supraliminal, for having us. Peace.
All right, everybody. We got Flavre Springs, Eespirits. He had a set earlier. If you haven't seen it already, make sure you're looking at the description. The Flavre Springs, all these guys, we had a compilation of their sets, so you'll see it there. I had a conversation with all the guys earlier, kind of asking, and I'm interested to ask you, what is Flavre Springs to you? Like when you look at Flavre Springs, what's in your head?
When I think of Flavre Springs, I think of kind of like our childhood community area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was in a specific time of our lives where we were all in college, going to college in different areas, but we all came back to the same little parking lot just to kick it.
Yeah.
No call, no text, no nothing, whether someone was home from college.
Yeah.
Like, we would always pull up to this very specific parking lot right off the freeway that it was in the suburbs of San Diego, which is Flavre Springs.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah. And when it came to, I guess, branding our logo was inspired by Alvaro's, which is the taco shop that we kicked it at.
I think I've seen that, like on the story, right? That's where the chili pepper,
the chili peppers and everything.
Yeah.
So, and it's crazy because that taco shop goes even way back. Since we were in middle school.
Oh, it's like your childhood spot.
It's our childhood spot. A lot of us were just residents in the suburbs of Flavre Springs, but we all knew of this taco shop, which is called Alvaro's, to just meet up, kick it, do our thing. Kind of like what, your typical.
It was like the home base.
It was the home base.
You didn't have anywhere to kick it. That's like, we'll meet up right here.
Exactly. All we would do was just pull up, pack our shit, just, skate.
Yeah.
We would play soccer and no one would bother us at that time. So that kind of went on for many, many years. Until, of course, adulting came in.
Yeah. It'd be like that.
It'd be like that now. I think all of us are not in Flavre Springs anymore, but at least me and a couple of homies, our parents still have houses in Flavre Springs.
Nice, yeah, so you're still kind of in the area.
Still kind of in the area, not too far, but that's kind of what inspired all of this, because before Flavre Springs was a thing, we were a crew in that parking lot.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then after all that, a lot of us kind of dove into mixing here and there.
Okay, kind of started DJing. Some people started making beats.
Just to fuck around, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just throwing out like a couple mixes here and there. And then it wasn't until Miles and our other co-founder Nico was just like, like we should make this a thing.
Yeah.
And then from there, we were just able to pull all of us together, me, Nico, Davis, and Miles, and then we just started throwing weekly mixes.
Yeah.
Like every single fucking week.
Yeah,
which is why we have like a decent arsenal of weekly mixes during that time.
Yeah, you guys were killed. That's about the time where I found out about you guys.
Yeah,
and I saw all of that stuff.
It was cool. It was cool. Because, we have a couple of people here that, are credible in different areas of art. And I'm just very thankful that because of that credibility, it was able to open up a lot of doors.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's when we were able to at least have 2 different residencies. Playing gigs for like Red Bull or like a couple of events. But
that's awesome, dude. I love that. I didn't know that part of it. Yeah.
It's all because of Nico, because he's a pretty well-known b-boy. In this, and DJing is like one of the elements of
it has to be. They're in tandem together.
So it's super dope. But at the end of the day, we're just a bunch of kids from the suburbs with a big skate background.
I'm like that too. I was skating in that era too.
When Miles told me about your guys' collective, I was like, oh yeah, it sounds like they're literally just like us.
Yeah, it's us but in the South Bay.
In the South, right.
Like South, yeah.
So it was kind of cool to hear that. So that's why I was really stoked to be here today with you guys.
Hell yeah, I love that. And just so we can tell the camera, where can we find you on socials? We'll put everything in the description, but where can we find you?
So you can find me on basically all the socials under Eespirits. So just double E and then spirits, like American spirits.
It'll be in the description. You'll find.
People say Eespirits, some people say Eespirits.
What do you prefer? Just so we can let people know.
I've never really decided what I wanted.
It is
because I'm cool with both.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Eespirits is Eespirits.
Honestly, thank you so much.
Of course.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, so we got Nico from Flavre Springs, a new friend that we've met. I haven't got to talk to you so much. We had a busy day here.
Yeah.
But what I'm finding out, one of the founders of Flavre Springs, I asked all the boys, and I really, this opinion matters a lot to me now. What is Flavre Springs to you?
First thing I think of is friendship. Maybe they already told you their side, but we're all middle school friends, or that's when we cross paths. And we used to all kick it in just the parking lot of a Mexican fast food spot.
What was it called?
Alvaro's.
Alvaro's?
Yeah, so if you look at our logo, it's 2 chili peppers.
Yeah.
It was a family-owned spot, but we'd pretty much just smoke bowls when we were all dropping out of college or about to finish college.
Yeah.
And we just skate there all night.
Yeah.
Just doing hooligan stuff. We were either just turning 21 or, we just wanted to just vibe out.
Yeah.
there was a point in time where, all of us started listening to the same music. Everyone either moved to different cities just to try to this college thing. And then there was an intersection where you're like, yo, I got into DJing. You want to try it? We've all been skating together. We've all been just kind of, dicking around. And then they're like, yeah, let's try this DJing thing.
Yeah, see what it is.
Then I started gaining some big aspirations in the DJ scene. Like, yo, I think I want to get a residency at some point.
Yeah.
Do a couple shows, see what it's like to, be at the forefront. And I saw that Miles had that taste in music. Both are palettes, flavor palettes, music palettes, entirely different. But let's just do some B2Bs.
Yeah.
Let's just find a spot and
Let's see what it turns into. It's
Yeah.
organic. It's very organic.
sure. And then it just became more friends and extensions of friends,
Yeah.
an extended family and chosen family. And then whether it was getting our first residency at Space Bar and then AC Lounge, and then everyone just kind of sprinkling their own style in different venues. Then it started turning into a open table thing.
Yeah.
So
And that's kind of how I found out about you guys. When I started seeing like the AC Lounge stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like the music that these guys are doing, like that's shit that I'm like really into.
Yeah, dude, I think it was just like in the crevices of SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then,
definitely.
you can see this ongoing trend of everyone was on LimeWire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone either had some digital, background in music, or they were just vinyl heads or something. But
Yeah.
I think the common ground was like, yo, we like music. We just like kicking it. And that's about it. We just roast each other most of the time.
That's what happened when it's your boys. Yeah. You're like, we'll talk shit to my boys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then now it's like some of us are getting married. Some of us are having kids.
Yeah.
But-
Got the little one right here.
Exactly. We got baby Tala. And she's even learning how to spin herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wants to eat all the knobs. Yeah, you'll play with the vinyl. But yeah, it's a good time. I don't see ourselves stopping anytime soon.
Yeah,
I think it just continues to build more extended friends and family.
Yeah.
So I think-
100%.
Yeah. So it goes beyond the music, which is super dope.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I kind of connected through Flavre Springs to like Miles, Peanut Butter Moodn, Davis, and and I'm glad that brought us together and we get to have this communication where this community is really what's gonna make stuff grow, and like we need people like you guys that are really pushing this stuff forward.
That's fresh.
And it really helps. And I do want to ask before we let you go, where can people find you on socials?
Yeah.
Put everything in the description.
Yeah, you can find me at Nico Spins, Nico Spins. I come from a lineage of being a b-boy, and then I also went DJing, and then just, full practitioner of hip-hop, of just living the life of freestyling,
Yeah.
practicing and trying everything.
That's the culture.
Yeah, but one thing that you can do, because I know every Flavre Springs member has their own specific style, and they have their own specific thing that they dabble into. You can find me and even Eespirits at our cafe, coffee shop, cigar lounge, beer and wine bar, Quiet Storm R&B in Hillcrest, San Diego.
Yes.
We just play
We'll put that stuff in the description. We want people to find it.
Fuck yeah.
In Hillcrest?
in Hillcrest.
Awesome.
Yeah, we play R&B, soul, and hip hop just every day. So
Yep.
you can be having a beer, wine, smoke a cigar, and just vibe out.
Yeah, if you're watching right now on YouTube, make sure everything's going to be in the description. You're going to find Nico. You're going to find a new spot to hang out. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Appreciate it.